So over the past year, I've grown a fresh Amazon account from 20K per month to almost 100K per month. Even crazier, within the last 30 days alone, I've taken this account from 44,000 to over 90,000 per month. As you can see right here on this live demo, this is not a screenshot, this is actually live, so no faking going on here. We can see that from February 24th, 2024 to March 24th, 2024, we did 44K in sales. Now if I go the last 30 days, so as the date of this recording, April 24th, and then we bump this up to March, hit apply, 92,000, okay? So within 30 days, actually over doubled the sales from 44 to 92. So I guess the big question is, how did I do it? I get into all the details, but first and foremost, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Coulis. I've been selling on Amazon for over 8 years. I've had a lot of success, also had a lot of failures, so my goal here is just to show you behind the curtain of what actually goes into these businesses, what makes a business work, why do they usually fail, and hopefully share some golden nuggets with you guys. Over the course of my 8-year journey, I've accounted for millions in sales, and also just recently had my first brand exit. So I do have a lot of experience and knowledge when it comes to this particular subject. Maybe not many other subjects, but this one I do. And so my goal here, again, guys, is to just unveil the curtain. I'm not here to sell you a course. So there's an awful lot I could get into in this video. I'm going to do a high level in this video, and then in my future videos, I'm going to go into the weeds, fully break down each and every category in terms of keyword research, product selection, you name it. But as far as what really impacted the sales increase so dramatically in such a short period of time, that's really what I'm going to highlight in this video. Again, not getting too technical, but stay tuned in future videos if you want to see that. So number one, it all comes down to product selection. No matter how you slice it, it doesn't matter how good your images are, how good your title is, how amazing your keyword research is, your back end, your description, every single component that goes into your listing, none of that really matters at the end of the day if you do not have an amazing product. And what is an amazing product? That's pretty subjective, right? That's kind of the magic mystery that everybody is trying to solve, and everybody has their own criteria. From a high level point of view, again, I'm going to get into this super in the weeds, but from a high level point of view, it's got to have competition or else the sales will not be there. You're not going to have a chance to make a lot of money, but it cannot be too competitive to where you cannot carve out. You still have to be able to carve out a little bit of space on page one and have a fair fighting chance of being ranked organically in the top 5. You do not have that ability confidently to get your product over the course of a few months to get ranked in the top 5 and be able to stay there. It is not worth selling on Amazon, in my opinion. Just giving you all from my own experience and my own opinion, not telling you what to do. Again, Amazon has all the buyers, all the customers already there for us. That is the beauty of selling on Amazon. Why would we try to fight this massive uphill battle when they already have all this stuff for us by blowing money on PPC, by trying to be super competitive and trying to, stand side by side next to the big guys? The only way to really do that successfully is if you have really, really deep pockets, which not many of us do. So that's number one. You have to pick a product that has, in the sweet spot, that has enough demand so you actually make sales, but doesn't liquidate your bank account when you try to actually launch it. So number 2 reason why this account has taken off is strategic sponsored ads. Now, I'm actually not as big of a proponent of sponsored ads as many Amazon people out there. I actually think they are one of the biggest scams in the whole Amazon industry. Again, I'll get into that in future videos, but they are necessary in the early days, no matter what, to get the initial sales velocity, to get the initial traction, to communicate and train Amazon basically what keyword phrases you are relevant for and that you want to be ranked for. So that being said, strategic sponsored ads, what that means to me is, in a boiled down sense, you got to go after your exact match terms, your long tail exact match terms. You got to push them hard. You got to be in the top of search, and you got to push those to page 1, and hopefully you can break even in the early days, right? And not blow too much money. If you can break even while getting ranked, that is the holy grail of Amazon selling, and that is what we always strive to do. However, this is where I disagree with many people. Once you do achieve that top 5 organic ranking placement via sponsored ads, via external traffic, which I'm going to get into a lot on this channel, you're quickly going to want to tinker and test with really dialing back those ads and maybe maybe even turning them off entirely. Why? Because again, Amazon has all the buyers and all the traffic for us. We're already, in exchange for that, we're paying a ridiculous 15% referral fee. We're paying ridiculous FBA fees because that's basically the exchange. We're getting charged all these fees and on top of that, blowing all of our profit on advertising. Then what's the point? That's really the point I'm trying to make. And obviously that's simple. You know, sometimes the simple things are what really matters, and that's usually always the case. Once you hit that point where you're making significant organic sales, you're in the top 5 to top 10 on page 1 for your best keywords, really dial back the ads. See how it affects your sales. If it really dramatically affects your sales and your rankings, then be careful and, you know, probably want to keep them going. If, in a lot of cases, you know, this is the case, if it doesn't really affect your sales that much or your rankings, then you can be really confident that you're basically just cannibalizing your own sales. So what do I mean by that? You're basically paying to skip the line with your ads, but you're already at the top of the line. So you're basically just, this person's buying here, you're paying for the spot, they're buying it. If you weren't here, they would have just bought your organic listing anyway. So you're cannibalizing your own sales, you're paying unnecessary amounts of money for the same sale. So I hope that makes sense. So these are the little levers you want to tinker with once you get your product dialed in. Really can affect your profitability down the road. Number 3 is strategic pricing. All right, pricing is overlooked on Amazon. Again, it's another one of those simple things that carries massive weight. The craziest product insert you have in your product, or some crazy title hack or image hack or back-end hack, all that stuff is great. None of it compares to pricing. Again, Amazon is a price-sensitive platform. That is the number one area basically that's going to sway the customer's buying decision, is the price above all else. So if you do not have the ability to be competitive with your pricing and still maintain a nice 40% profit margin, a nice 2 to 3x ROI on your product, then you probably shouldn't be selling that product. When you're going after semi-competitive products, you're going to be going up against people that have 500, 600, 1,000, 2,000 reviews. They have a massive leg up on you in that regard. However, if you know how to get your first 5 to 10 5-star reviews, you know how to get that initial traction, and you can actually afford to beat them a little bit on your price, then you can really compete, and over time you can get to where they are. Trust me, I've done it. That is how I've done it with this account. So don't always be super intimidated by products that have tons of reviews, thinking it's unreachable. You can compete with far less, a fraction of the review count, as long as the reviews are good, and as long as your price is dialed in to at least being competitive. But if you can swing it a little bit lower, you're going to be golden. So where I'm really going with all this is pick your battles, know when to quit, stop pushing boulders uphill. I'm saying all this, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm saying all this from my experience. I've made all the mistakes in the book over this 8-year journey. It's been a long time, right? And so there's a lot of battles you can choose. You can choose hard battles, you can choose easy battles. Try your best to choose easy battles, because it's going to make your life a lot easier and your bank account a lot happier. So in closing, I just want to mention a few more things. The key right now, in my opinion, to Amazon is the ability to rapidly launch new products fast without a whole lot of friction. So that might mean trying to maybe break away from China and Alibaba and trying to sell stuff that's made in the USA. Everything I sell, luckily, over the past 4 years or so, has all been USA. I actually migrated away from China. I got tired of it, didn't enjoy it. So everything that I sell is either health supplement based products that are not made in China, essentially. So the ability to launch new products fast, test new ideas fast, and don't be emotional. If your product is not a home run and it's taking you months and months and so much energy and time and money to try to get it to work, just kill it. Kill the product and start again. One of the deadliest things in this business is emotion. Do not let your emotion get in the way. We're not married to our products. If we know what we're doing and we follow the right protocol, I sincerely believe that we can make this work way more times than not. And if we are able to do that, over time, we will have a successful Amazon business. All right, so there's a million things I could really get into in this video, and it could take 3 hours, but As I mentioned at the start, like and subscribe to this channel if you're interested in following along on this journey. I'm going to share everything. I'm not here to sell you a course or a membership or anything like that. Just share with you all my knowledge and experience from all the years of doing this for a living. So if you're interested in that, then feel free to follow along. Many of the topics I'm going to be covering are keyword research, listing optimization, ranking, external traffic, which I'm a big proponent of. Again, I used to have a ranking agency where I managed a lot of clients and ranked a lot of products to the top of page 1. So a lot of ranking, a lot of external traffic, a lot of TikTok, because I've been going hard with that. So I'm going to share with you all of my Amazon TikTok merging and that whole journey, and a lot of AI. So if you're interested in all that new stuff, exciting stuff that I believe has true massive needle moving potential for our business, then again, follow along, and I would love to try to be a help. So again, my name is Pete Coulis. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.